Alright, hey everyone, welcome to another Zelda speedrun, Zelda 2 Randomizer. We've got a Swiss round 4 with Chromataclysm versus RoseCitySaint. And on comms today we got Krista Joy and Victor Santa Fe. How's it going, guys?
Hey, everybody!
Good evening, everybody. So yeah, we have the hype of this fight. It is a deathmatch for one of our players, which is RoseCitySaint. He needs to win to go to the bracket stages. And Chromataclysm is already there, so this is a training match for him. However, he's very competitive, so he will put everything on the line. And well, tonight we have a very friendly and at the same time really risky seed. We have only one heart container, but the players will start with glove, raft, boots, flute, cross, hammer, 4 lives, and they only have to place 1 gem.
Yes, this is absolutely a bluebird of happiness seed, and let's put it this way: this is it's going to be a painful seed because, as you can see, on life 1 they only have 1 heart container. So we know that Palace 4 is going to get skipped. As who's gonna bother search for the reflect spell? Let's be realistic. These guys are going to be leveling up, and they are going to be worrying about survivability at most. So, I'm here with one heck of a player that I absolutely idolize over here. So I'm fangirling all over the place because I am here with Victor Santa Fe as my co-host. I am so happy right now.
Wow. Thank you very much. So yeah, RoseCitySaint just entered the town of Sardia,
Oh, yeah.
and Chromataclysm the other side. He's gonna enter the front now, and he got a hint there that the magic key is in Maze Island, which is not a very useful hint. However, he gets the Thunder spell in Saria, which Chromataclysm is about to get right now.
Yeah, so basically it's a free spell because the item is right there in Saria as well. So this is great find for both of them because that makes it even easier for GP, considering that's Thunderbird. The only problem is we, need to see what's there, and Nito does have fire, as we just took a look at, but they don't have to worry about any other, stabs because they have both up stab and down stab. So this is just an amazingly generous seed in terms of items and skill set. And RCS did get the magic key, which is awesome.
Yeah, he's gonna check out the palace in Maze Island, and yeah, the things that could stop these guys in GP in Great Palace besides survivability are the Thunder Spell, which they both got, but they can't cast right now because it cost, I believe, 79, and they only have 64 magic points. So they will have to either get a magic container or get some magic levels. The problem is that they only can place 1 gem, so they cannot get a lot of experience in the way. So yeah, that could be a thing. And the other thing that can stop in Great Palace is the fairy spell. So yeah, we will see.
Well, getting the magic key would kind of negate the need for the fairy spell, at least in that aspect. I think one of the things I would do personally would find a good grind spot near one of the palaces that has a red jar and just kind of grind up over there and hope for the best.
Yeah, that could be a thing. And yeah, the thing is that there are some fairy required rooms in Great Palace. They show very rarely, but they could be a thing.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Fairy is a thing, definitely. And, the GP can equalize out the wazoo, but I think what these guys are hoping for is just to be able to survive 1 hit, and I guess I will move over to the tracking side. So I can mark some of the tracking. Yeah, chat. I know. We do have a tracker. Our tracker is doing double duty, so please Be patient. I will switch on to Tracker to help him out. So just give me a second. I'm going to be doing some magic abilities and I'm going to move into Tracker mode in just a second. So abracadabra, skibbity doobity, bibbity bobbity boo. And look at that. Our tracker's working. Look at that. See? He is just so awesome. Give it up for tracking. I don't even have to do it. No, no, no. Demon, you are awesome, don't you know? And I can help with tracking too, you know. And then we could go like a partnership. So then you don't have to worry and you can handle the restreaming. So let me move into that.
And yeah, RoseCitySaint killing some Moas here and there to get some levels. He got the shield spell out of out of old Kazuto, which chromataclysm will maybe get. We will see once he definitely will get whatever this town offers him.
Okay. So old Kasuto is offering for us. Let's see. Maybe fairy to make everybody's life easy? Nope, shield, which means you'll just die slower. But at least having downstep does provide one good thing, you know, that can kind of pogo stick out of some areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're just going to see lots of pain, lots of pound townage, and it's going to be ever so flavorful for chat and everybody. Hopefully our production train is up.
So yeah, RoseCitySaint kind of close to a level. He approaches the grass tile in which he finds a magic container which allows him to cast the thunder spell in case he needs it, and chromataclysm that gets another magic container in the desert tile in the eastern continent.
Yep, and that's going to come in handy, especially as he progresses with his magic spell leveling. And it looks like Darunia does have the jump spell, which he kind of just nopes out of there. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to find the kid. But he just goes back there just for good measure. And let's give it up for the River Devil that's guarding absolutely nothing.
Yeah, he's a lazy boy most of the time.
I know, right? And we have the River Devil's favorite item too, but he won't be hearing any a cappella songs or any flute songs, so. Yes, Draco, Chroma does have the candle. So if you... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to ask Victor, based on your experience, what palace do you see them playing? Based on just how much pain everything is.
Yeah, well, in this case, well, RoseCitySaint just found Great Palace, which is one of the things you have to find right now, and yeah, the best option will be to get either Palace 1 or Palace 3 because they are the ones that have the probability of being the smallest and the least trolly ones. But yeah, sometimes if you find a palace that's friendly enough, you can go in and dig it. RCS here in Palace either 3 or 6, he's gonna farm the Iron Knuckle using his Thunder spell to get the level he wanted, which is a magic level. So yeah, as you can see, RoseCitySaint having much better levels at this point. It kind of shows his experience in these tournaments. Chromataclysm is a great player, however, he has only played one tournament besides this one, and he was a monster newbie in that one. I had the pleasure to beat him because he didn't know the game well enough in that first match, but from there he started killing everybody. But you can see in terms of leveling that RoseCitySaint is doing a great job because he knows he will need those in Great Palace.
And I think the other thing that RCS is considering is the fact that this is it for me. It's do or die time, you know. So he's gonna play aggressive. You know, he knows this is it, and I'm going against Chroma of all people. You know, someone who is a high level player. So he's like, I have to not bring my A game. I've got to bring my A plus game. You know, so I can make it to the brackets because RCS is, you know, someone to watch for, definitely.
Yeah, if but this tournament is a whole different story because at the last tournament with the old randomizer, I, in my case, I will have already tried to place the gem and I will have already entered Great Palace if possible, because there was the possibility of finding a free Dark Link next room or something like that. And chromataclysm is still not ready to enter Great Palace. He needs to place a gem and gets electrocuted by the barrier. And so yeah, the thing is that now with the trolley GPs that we have seen throughout the tournament and Dark Link being most of the times very deep inside the palace, you have to consider things way more carefully. So that's why you see RCS farming, which is not usual for RoseCitySaint to be farming. And so yeah, we'll see what Great Palace has in store for us.
And you're forgetting the most important thing about Great Palace. Something that I say with every single commentary I do. There's one thing you need to fear in Great Palace, and that is my chicken squad.
Yeah, most definitely. Great Palace has been really nasty in terms of enemies and length. So yeah, you have to be careful. However, you don't know if your opponent is gonna be aggressive and he's gonna get lucky. However, at this point, none of the players is being really aggressive. RoseCitySaint in a palace that we don't know if it is 3 or 6. He's kind of farming there. He's kind of trying to look for the boss, but I believe we haven't seen which palace this is, and this being Palace 6 will be really bad for him, especially if Barba is really deep inside.
Oh man, I regret working last night because Chad is telling me I would have been very proud of last night's GP.
No, please don't remind me of that. That
Oh,
was really shameful. That was my race to lose. I was really ahead of my opponents at one point, and then I got lost in GP. I forgot I didn't go right in one room, and I started thinking that this GP was unsolvable, which there's a really non-existent probability of that happening. So yeah, that was on me. It was a fun match. However, me being ahead and seeing the other guys catching up to me.
oh no, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bring up PGPSD. And for those, you know, Aaron, I am in psych, and that's something I treat on a daily basis for my patients. So I'm the right person to talk to about that. You know, we could talk about it, and I'll help solve your problems. But
Okay,
I'm very proud of my chickens, though.
that could be a great idea. Okay, so I'm getting desperate because this palace RoseCitySaint is at has no windows and I am not able to tell which palace this is. However, he's been here for quite a while, so I will dare to say this is Palace 6.
Yeah, if it has no windows, it's definitely Palace 6.
Yeah, Palace 6 has windows. However, the shape of them is like vertical lines.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and Palace 3, the shape of the windows in Palace 3 is like little squares, but not too little. Like,
Oh, yeah.
nah.
I drew it on my paper. Like I was laughing about it with some other people. because I drew the windows, and for Palace 5, because of the stained glass windows, I can't draw that with my my stick figure drawing skills.
Oh.
So I just put complicated windows, and that's how I know, Palace 5 is complicated.
Yeah, it's like mosaic. I don't know how you call it. That the thing that you with crystals in churches and things. That's
It, it,
the
it's
Palace 5 windows.
Yeah, it's supposed to be stained glass, but I love to say complicated windows.
Yeah.
It sounds lulzier that way. And I think I think RCS has hit a big old roundabout. Chat, can you verify if he hit a big old roundabout? Because it looks like he's just going around and around like a carnival. I mean, we could always play the circus music and it'll be fun. We could play doot 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 doot. And since he does have a key, but he's not touching that key door with a 10-foot pole. He's not looping.
Yeah, I guess he's checking first for what the rooms are about, which was a mistake I did last night. I didn't check thoroughly which room is which. But yeah, this is a very confusing palace, and we haven't seen many rooms. So yeah, this could still be either 3 or 6 because we haven't seen many rooms. However, RoseCitySaint is spending quite some time farming these blue iron knuckles.
Well, one thing I can be sure of is if he takes another hit, he is dead. Very dead. Because he has an empty box in that life bar, and I don't think he has enough to cast life to save his soul. So he is voyaging on with a hope and a prayer that he can make that next level. Yeah, you only need, it's like the lotto, Aaron. You need $1 and a dream. So all he needed was 1 HP. And
yeah, thankfully he got the level that he was farming for so long. So yeah, he won't lose that at least. And he's in a new place of the palace. So yeah. That's good news for him. And the other good news is that Chroma is not being aggressive. And this is confirmed. This is Palace 6.
Yes, definitely. With the jailhouse bars.
Yeah, that's a very good way to call them.
Yeah, we could just call Palace 6 prison barred windows. That works for me. And then, the way he's getting treated is just like a person in prison because he's getting a beat down like nobody ever thought. And it's pretty much summing up his experience right now. Which means, and he's got to fight a Rebo?
Yeah. Yeah, and at this point, things get hard because you're kind of betting that this is 3 and this will be a short palace and you're already inside, you already have knowledge. So there's the thing about, do I get out of here and find a palace that will be shorter, or do I keep it up and hopefully this palace won't troll me? And yeah, getting a Revo fight with only one heart container sometimes can be really bad. However, thankfully RCS gets the manipulation for downstabbing Revo
and a
in
very
his second shot.
Teabag and kill experience.
Yeah, he's really close to a level, which is also good news for him. I don't know how he's doing in terms of lives. He has 2. Okay, I just checked. He has 2 lives, which is not really bad at this point. Oh, there's Barba. Cool. Best case scenario for
barbecue, outdoor barbecue, folks. Let's go. Is he going to go for the risky downstab strat, or is he just going to play it safe? And maybe
I believe he doesn't do it. He doesn't do the downstab thing, but he's really fast doing the jump stab Barba.
Yeah, I know Chroma likes to do a downstab Barba.
Yeah, Chroma is a vanilla speedrunner, so yeah, he knows that kind of strat by heart, and he does it almost every day. He speed runs this game almost every day. So yeah, that's the thing he goes for because it's cool looking and it's a little bit faster.
And grant you, this is attack 3, but Lord, this this is just grab some popcorn, grab yourself some, I know. I just would like to see it done, Trails, just to see. It's like one of those things like how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? How many downstabs does it take to kill a Barba at attack 3? There you go. It answers one of those questions that you never really have but would love to know anyway. You know? Because I'm not good enough to do it. Wait, somebody actually did a task with that? Nice. I have to appreciate that.
Yeah, Schmitty Games, who is also a Rando player sometimes, he did some task runs that are really hilarious. For example, there's a room in Palace 6, in Vanilla Palace 6, that has lava and drippers, and you have to cross using ferry. It is required to have ferry there. But there are some floating skulls around, and he downstabs those skulls to cross the whole room, which is really nice. Okay, we have a race. Chromataclysm defeating the boss from this palace. I just missed which palace he's at. He's in Palace 1, I guess, yeah. Palace 1. And both players jump over the gem placement thingy, and RoseCitySaint places his first gem, while Chromataclysm decides to get some more experience before placing his gem.
Yeah, he wants to quickly level up. He wants to make the best use of that crystal as possible, kind of maximize it. So I can respect that. And RCS, he's got his crystal, while Chroma just got fed a big old pile of death. And let's see, we got that thunder. That's an unfortunate place for that one up to land. That is so unfortunate. And Chroma just said, "I'm about to die." So he opted to just go ahead
Yeah.
and place the crystal.
Okay, Insta Thunderbird. And yeah, RoseCitySaint entered Great Palace, I would say, at 21:17. The curtain started rising, which sometimes we use that as a reference for entering Great Palace.
Ah. So it won't be a shocking experience anymore. And there I got my dad joke of the day. Y'all can say it. All right, so RCS is going up against Thunderbird, making sure he is avoiding any hugs, any fireball hugs. Oh, this is one of those things where,
Oh.
and unfortunately, a fireball decided to light him up like a Pepsi commercial. So that didn't go very well. He's going in for round 2 against Thunderbird. He's like, all right, buddy, it's just you and me.
Yeah, another thing to keep in mind, Chromataclysm is getting some magic containers. He has 7, while RoseCitySaint has 5 and cannot cast the shield spell here at this fight. However, the shield spell I don't think will let you survive a hit from Thunderbird. You have to pull up a flawless victory against Thunderbird anyway. But well, yeah, maybe Chromataclysm finds a hard container or something that could help him make this fight easier. However, RoseCitySaint is doing a great job. I hope I don't jinx him. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys.
It's like one of those things where you say, well, I thought I had this. Now, on Chroma's side, Chroma did get the fairy spell, which is going to come in handy if Hey, folks! On Chroma's side, we got something akin to the single arrow in LTTP. I know you guys were so happy to see it, and that made me proud as a link to the past runner to see my single arrow represented in this seed. It did my heart good. Oh man. Meanwhile, RCS is still fighting Thunderbird.
Yeah, and that last fight with Thunderbird violated the peace treaty you have on the last pixel of the screen. He just threw a ball there, and he never does that. But yep.
That was a wah, 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 wah. So you can truthfully say that this seed is an Oko seed.
Yeah, that sounds suitable for this seed.
Yeah, cause you ain't.
Especially in GP. In GP, everything will knock you down with one hit.
Yeah, you ain't living. That this is a given. And Thunderbird having Thunderbird right away, that's just painful. And we love the pain.
Yeah, the good thing is that he's really calm when he plays. He gets angry after he plays, but at the moment he's playing, he's really calm. So yeah, I don't think he will start doing worse at this fight. He's gonna keep at it until he gets it. He knows his opponent will have also a hard time on this fight. So.
Oh. I'm really rooting for RCS. I really am, because this is a gatekeeping Thunderbird. So we could say my Thunder Chicken is gatekeeping, and yeah. Aaron, to answer your question, I do believe he is. I do believe he is.
Yeah, and down goes the bird finally
And here
for
we go.
Rosary
We've
Sin.
got a game changer on Chroma's side. I think Chroma's ready to tackle GP. He's got 2 heart containers, buddy. And the
That
fairy
could be a
spell.
thing. Yeah, that could be a great thing. If this is a really long Great Palace, that could make the difference.
Not to mention, he also has the fairy spell. And look at that
Yeah,
fairy
that also.
just chilling there. That fairy's like, hey, buddy, I can save you.
Yeah, that's courtesy of a guy we all love and hate very much called GTM 604. That's from a very nice and horrible game called Winter Solstice. Yeah, that room is really trolly. The first time you jump into that fairy, most of the times you die after getting your life and magic refilled, because that's one of the features of Great Palace in Winter Solstice.
This emoji room is not speaking to me on any levels. There's no chickens, just a few bots. How disappointing. Oh my goodness. That was a very easy emoji room. That's the first time I've actually seen an emoji room that was so easy. I don't know how to feel about this. I guess GP is trying to make up to RCS for being so mean. But then, just as I said something, my chickens came out. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Chicken Squad. I knew you'd be in there.
I know we all hate them, but they look so cool, man, and they are so powerful. Yeah. Yeah, they're nice. They're nice characters of the Zelda universe.
RCS saw that top room and he's like, oh man, this is like nope, nope, and nope.
And he gets killed by the bot.
Oh wow, one hit on a bot kills you. Oh, this is wonderful. This is just wonderful. So right now, I honestly, I get Chroma wants to look for more survivability, but honestly, I think he should be trying to dip GP at this point, especially considering the fact that he's going against a really experienced player.
Yeah, and as you said, that RoseCitySaint finds Dark Link.
That's it. Or it could be Chroma is just playing so comfortably that he's like, I'm already in the brackets. But it's
Yeah,
good.
you never know. Sometimes you just don't want to deal with a one hard container GP. You just don't feel like it. And if you don't have to, well,
But let's give it up for RCS because he went in hard mode and he earned it. If there was someone who ever earned something, it was RCS 100%. And look at him, he just said and he pointed up. He's giving thanks. I hope we can get him into chat because I would like to thank him for being awesome.
yeah, RCS is one of those players that tries to find a balance where he can gamble comfortably. So yeah, that's what he did in this one. He just got the levels he felt comfortable with without trying to spend too much time at it, and then went to GP knowing that he could be fairy blocked. That was a very low probability. So yeah, he's a great gambler. That's his most. That's the thing he boasts about, and the thing that I believe is the best about him, and that's what gets him the matches. And he used to think that he was really bad at Max Rando, but lately he's been doing great at Max Rando.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was superb. And I mean, to play a perfect against the likes of Thunderbird, I mean, good grief. I couldn't do that. And he was doing it at attack 4, which Demon, I know you can hear me. I called it. They were gonna dip with attack 4 into GP. We were talking about that earlier, and I said most likely they'll probably dip. I think we were talking about that too with you. See, you have to agree. Attack 4. Oh no, Chroma's going in with attack 3. Bless him. Wait till he sees Thunderbird.
However, we have to remember that chromataclysm is 1 out of 4 people, just 4 people that have beaten Vanilla with 131.
131?
And he has the world record at this moment. So, of that category, of doing the Vanilla game with 131.
131. Good heavens.
Hello there.
Hey, GG, RoseCitySaint. How are you doing, man?
Thanks. Good. I'm very relieved. My really, really crappy clinic on T-Bird fighting there, I thought was going to cost me the race. Knowing how short a GP that was, I'm even more surprised that didn't cost me. I don't know. That must have taken 4 or 5 tries.
Yeah, seems like it. And the thing where Thunderbird shot you on the first ball in the fight before you defeated him, that was weird because he never does that.
Yeah, you know, I also was laughing at myself toward the end of my T-Bird because I kept casting shield even though I knew that I was getting 1-hit killed. Like, why am I casting shield? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
That's just strictly force of habit. Like, you're fighting T-Bird. If you have shield, you cast it. It's kind of just what you do. It's just what I do.
No, we were watching with bated breath your battle against Thunderbird. I mean, you played amazing, and we were rooting for you the whole time. And we actually saw one that was just because it put a fireball where it normally doesn't.
Yeah, I got killed before the fight even started on that one attempt. That, like, I don't know. I think it was the one after that I finally succeeded. Maybe that absurd
Yeah.
moment helped calm me down. And other than that, GP was just pretty friendly once you got through T-Bird. There was that one blue Faka there jumping around in the room with the lava. That cost me a life. I also, this seed, the biggest problem with this seed was debating how long do you want to stay and grind at those blue iron knuckles that were spawning in P6. For 200 points, that's good, but it took 2 hits to kill them, and they were one-shot killing you. So
Yeah.
that's a risky proposition, but good points. And when you're playing with one heart container in a 1-gem seed, you're tempted to grind for even longer than I did, you know?
And that's exactly what Chroma did, believe it or not. He grinded until he found a second heart container. And that's why he wasn't even close to being in GP at the same time as you. He entered GP after you completed the race, I believe. So,
wow. Yeah, that's just good fortunate, whatever. Just good fortune for me. Because I know he's a skilled enough player to get through T-Bird at the low level, and obviously, but you don't know, you don't know at the time how much GP lies ahead of you. And in fact, with these flags, it seems like GP skews long more often than not, very long. So you have to be prepared for a lengthy slugfest, and I completely understand the temptation to go grab luxury items.
Yeah, we'll have definitely questioned your decisions on last year's tournament, but yeah, with the new randomizer, yeah, you have to consider the length of GP, which most of the times is really long and really tough. So yeah, I think you as almost always, you had a great balance of grinding and being aggressive in entering Great Palace. So yeah, congratulations on that.
yes, your aggressive paid off.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I actually, Victor, I needed your word of advice to make myself more aggressive playing Max Rando, because the style that serves me so well playing Standard often costs me. My lack of aggression can cost me playing Max Rando, and so that's why I was all about going pedal to the metal in this one. That's not to say I wouldn't have backed out if GP had proven to be really unbearable. I probably would have dipped out, and I had a lot of access to the Eastern continent, and I probably could have scared up a few items pretty quickly, but I didn't want to do that unless GP really forced me out.
Yeah, and really GP just had a gatekeep Thunderbird. That was pretty much it, really. And my chicken squad disappointed me because they were non-existent. That was the first time I've ever really seen an emoji room that was so friendly. Because usually the emoji rooms I see have like a million, fire chickens and knife chickens.
Yeah, absolutely. That I was taken aback by how not challenging that room was. It had about 4 bots, and that was it. And I was grinding them, hoping for a 1-up or a few points after you kill T-Bird and you grab the P bag. I was only a couple kills away from another level that I never got or needed. But yeah, that was on my mind, trying to make sure I got those points before I game over.
But I think you were really happy that a lot of the rooms were as friendly as they were. I saw you go to a top room where you saw multiple folk, right there at the ready with their knives, and you kind of noped out of that room. You were like, I'm good.
Yeah. If you're presented with 2 equal options and one of them has more enemies or whatever in a situation like this, a low survivability one, you choose the easy path first, and don't go back to the hard one unless you have to.
Oh yeah, definitely. And to your credit, Chroma's learning that 2 heart containers doesn't mean anything against our Thunder Chicken. So, congratulations.
Is Chroma casting shield?
Yeah, he actually has 7. Looks like 7 magic containers and 2 heart containers. And he's going, but the difference is he's on attack 3.
Oh yeah, and there was a steep difference between attack 3 and 4. Attack 3 was pretty weak, and 4 was relatively beefy. To be honest, while fighting T-Bird, it felt like I had attack 5. It wasn't that much of a grind.
Oh really?
Yeah, there was not that many hits. Sometimes attack 4 will leave you fighting T-Bird forever. It was just a matter of poor dodging and getting a little unnerved, knowing that one hit would kill me. Sort of contributed to my struggles, but I do feel like attack 4 was a lot better than attack 3 in this seed.
So he's got a, coming from you, you would pretty much say that he's got a really tough battle ahead.
Yeah, he's probably going to have to deliver. I don't know. I would estimate 15 or 20 hits more than I did.
Oh, good grief!
That's just a guess, not based on anything scientific.
Well, considering that one hit still kills from Thunderbird, one hug hit kills, one fireball kills, he's gonna have a bad time. Because oh man, we are just appreciative of the fact that this win means that you are in the bracket, sir.
Yeah, totally. I really was sweating it. When you're 1 and 2, as I was, that usually means you'll face another 1 and 2 opponent, which would be something easier for me to handle in this case. But not only did I have the bad fortune of getting paired up, I had the double bad fortune of having a player like Chromataclysm being the one that was paired down to me. So that was really like a tough ask. To win this last game was much more strenuous than it probably should have been from a mathematical odds standpoint.
Yeah, definitely.
I saw you when you finished. I saw you give thanks. I saw your face cam. You were so happy to be done with that seed.
Oh yeah, just like when Big Poppy hits a home run. Yeah.
Yep, I saw that. You're like,
I'm a Red Sox guy. Yeah.
You're a Red Sox guy. Woo!
Yeah.
I'm a Tampa Bay Rays person, so.
Oh well, it could be worse. That's fine.
Well, I was born in the Bronx, so I guess you could say I was, Yankee blood is in my birth. But
that actually makes you more awesome that you're not a Yankees fan, then.
Well, I live in Orlando, Florida, so.
I'm also a Miami Dolphins fan. If as long as we're talking about sports,
I'm a Buck fan.
Oh right, well, cheat code Brady. Good job.
Oh. Well, you do have some fellow Dolphin fans in the chat.
I see that. Yeah, I never knew Aaron was a Dolphins fan. We're a team on the rise, that's for sure. We can take the bags off our heads now. We're about to embark on a golden era. and then when they go 7-9 next year, you can play this clip and everyone can laugh at me.
You're like, this aged really well. We can go ahead and clip it and put this aged really well. And then everybody's like, yeah, this aged like milk.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not much of a smack talker, especially with football.
I won't lie, the last time I followed the Dolphins was back in Dan Marino days, so.
Yeah, that's what got me hooked, because like you grew up in the Bronx and you like Tampa Bay. Well, I live in New England and I hate the Patriots. and when I grew up, Dan Marino and the Dolphins ruled, so that just stayed with me. And I had to suffer through the last 20 years of New England, and I'm glad that's over with now.
Yeah, I can't get behind anything Bill Belichick related. I mean, no. No.
Yeah, I never really liked Brady, obviously, but it was kind of fun to see him do his thing while the Patriots missed the playoffs at the same time, to really send a statement about, who ran that show.
Oh yeah, Belichick was like, Brady, you're busted. I'm not a Brady fan. That's the most interesting part. A lot of people think, if you are Buck fan, you are de facto Brady fan. And that's not necessarily the truth. I was a Buck fan back in the creamsicle days. So, when you could get season tickets for the Bucks and they were $1.25.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I understand. And then that is a true fan. You deserve the spoils of victory.
we had that was back in the days of Tony Dungy, who I think was one of their best coaches, and then we had Chucky. And yeah, the last time the Dolphins were good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I feel you, Aaron. I'm a longtime Buck fan, so buddy, I feel you more than anybody.
Yeah. To me, there's only 2 times a year. There's football season and waiting for football season.
Exactly. We just kind of keep it together by watching the other sports. We watch basketball, and baseball, and hockey. That keeps us until football season happens. And we're just kind of talking about sports while Chroma, I think, has tapped out. I think he's like Thunderbird.
Yeah, I don't blame him when the bird doesn't work, it doesn't work. Sometimes you end up doing worse and worse every time you play. So yeah, that's
understandable.
Oh yeah, and that's understandable.
Yeah, sometimes when there's nothing in the line,
I'm just embarrassed because I just completed runs of 131 NMG and low percent down stabless, so like level 1 Thunderbird, like attack 1, life 1 Thunderbird is something that I'm kind of used to at this point. And yeah, I'm just really embarrassed I wasn't able to pull that together.
I can't help but wonder if T-Bird behaves just a little bit differently in the room that has the ceiling in it. I have no idea if that's even possible, but I got hit with a couple of oddballs. I mean, I'm not the smoothest T-Bird fighter, but I'm a little bit better than what I did tonight, and that just makes you wonder if you're having the same experience.
I sometimes in the rando, and then sometimes in some of the glitched categories, I feel like Thunderbird just feels a little different. So I think what I'm gonna guess the biggest difference in the race was, and obviously you guys have a lot more to tell me than I do, but I'm guessing it was finding the magic key right away in Maze Island.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
That happened. Yeah.
Yes, that did happen. But if it gives you any consolation, Chroma, there's a huge attack difference between attack 3 and attack 4.
Dang.
went in with attack 4, and he said roughly that would have been about 20 to 30 stabs less.
Yeah, like 15 to 20, and that's just a guess.
But he said...
Yeah, one gem seed. Man.
Yeah. Chroma, is that a thing when I do commentary for you, you get these low gem seeds?
I don't know. I don't think they're my strength. I really don't. I feel like I do better when I can kind of smooth gameplay my way through several palaces and do a little more careful level planning. It's just so frantic when it's low gem and you have to make those decisions about what do I need, what do I don't need, what might I need,
Yeah,
and I took the gamble on making sure that I had jump, making sure I had fairy. And I have no idea what the GP looked like, like I didn't get through there, but what was lying in wait for me?
There's a few more rooms. There was elevators up and down at a couple of different junctures, and basically you just kind of wanted to stay straight. It wasn't very long. There was an emoji room that was pretty friendly with just a few bots in there. It was just about resisting the temptation to go up or down the elevators.
Yeah, except for that top floor elevator that had my chickens waiting to pounce on you, in which RCS was like, nah, and he kind of noped out of that.
Yeah, that one stupid elevator shaft that's in the wide open where there's Fakas jumping around and they hit you while you're in the elevator. That I think I died twice in that room. I got one-shotted by a bot.
Yeah, you fell into the bot.
Yeah, that was rude.
How many hearts did you end up with?
Just one.
Just the one. Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it didn't make
attack
much
4 was
difference
the
by the
difference for
time you're in
me.
Thunderbird, but
Yeah, shield didn't save me. Nothing saved me except attack 4. It would have been a much slower grind if it was attack 3 for me. I stopped in Palace 6 and I grinded the drippers that were dripping the blue iron knuckles. Not for
I
a
never
super
saw
long
those.
time. I just wanted to grab 2 levels off of them so that when I placed my gem, I would at least have attack 4.
And was that the gem that you placed in 6?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
he fought our outdoor barbecue with attack 3, and it was an interesting fight. And we no downstab like you would do, Chroma, but woo.
I don't know if I'd do that so much on low levels, but
Man,
Barba's a pretty predictable fight. Like that's of the ones to do with low attack power. That's one that's more manageable. It's Guma and Thunderbird that you find yourself in low levels, and it's just a nightmare.
oh yeah, definitely. My boy Guma, I love him to death because he'll give you a mace to the face and a
Mace to the face.
Yes. You always have to respect the chickens in Guma because, Guma just takes you to Pound Town in a heartbeat. And how did you like all the items you got?
Well, honestly, I feel like it was nice. It was kind of nice to have that starting off, and the things that were needed for the seed, the thunder spell, the magic key, they were pretty easy to come by in the route, assuming you made logical choices, But I think I would rather have something that is still a little weird, but is a little closer to a standard. These low gems and high items right off the bat, that makes things
Yeah, I'm a little
really,
more at home in
really up in
seeds
the
that
air.
resemble standard as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. You guys were awesome to watch, and we were betting on if you were gonna search for additional items, Chroma, and you did.
Yeah.
I
I wanted one more heart, just one more heart would have been nice.
Yeah, I was gonna tell Chroma that there was a hint about the magic key in Saria, I believe, that RoseCitySaint picked up. So yeah, although getting the items in Maze Island is something that you do most of the time in this kind of seed because they are kind of free. Mm-hmm. But yeah, sometimes getting that extra hint pushes you forward a little bit more. The other thing is that leveling, besides from that farming from Blue Iron Knuckles, I think RoseCitySaint did a great job leveling. He was like 2-3-3 when you were like 1-2-2, something like that.
Those were my first levels. I remember 1-2-2.
It was 1-2-2.
So yeah, I would recommend you maybe checking up a little bit of the VOD to see how RoseCitySaint handles the levels in the early game, because I believe he has a really good strategy there. And I was gonna ask RoseCitySaint if he's still there, if when he found out that the palace he was at, it was 6, how did you feel? Did you feel maybe the need to get out and find another palace that could be shorter than that one?
No, I really didn't. I was when I started to go through it and I saw how lengthy it was, I said, well, this is probably 6. And then I just tried to look on the bright side and say, well, Barbara's going to give me more points probably, so hey, let's make the most of it. It worked out all right. And Frank, the only other palace I saw was 4, and I didn't have Reflect. So, yeah, I didn't want to waste time yutzing around the overworld trying to find another palace and potentially having it murder me, or maybe it might even be 5, So I was just all about doing Palace 6.
Oh yeah, everyone and their mother knew no one was touching Palace 4 without Reflect. So we knew it was, I had asked Victor which one would he choose. He opted for 1 or 2, and I know Chroma. I was banking on Chroma taking on Palace 5 just so he could beat up on
No.
me. I was like, come on.
There was no chance in hell. No.
I might have wandered around a little more and sought out other palaces if I didn't stumble across GP so early, but when I saw GP sitting there and the magic key just sitting there, I felt like I have no choice. I have to go full bore right now. There's just no other option.
Yeah, and Chroma also got really eager when he found GP. So eager that he entered having 1 gem without placing.
Let's go. Let's get
Yeah,
it.
he got electrocuted.
Oh, you mean just like wander right into the barrier?
I walked into the barrier, yeah. It was, let's check it out. Let's see what's in
I'm
here.
not going to lie. That's pretty badass. That's memorable and tasteful. I like it.
I mean, Link, he was like, Link is probably wearing a rubber suit somewhere. Let's just go for it. Forget electroconductivity. I'm doing it. Let's do it.
Yes.
I was trying to discover a barrier skip that doesn't involve major glitches, That's what was happening.
In Rando, you can just cast Fairy and fly over it.
Can you really?
No.
I
That's
didn't
not
think
true.
so. Sorry, I'm on that mode where I'm just not even turning on my vulnerability detector.
I shouldn't have said that. That was terrible. I apologize.
No, you're good.
They find skips all the time. So if you want to do an electricity skip, go for it. I'm all team no logic. Let's do it.
It'll be banned in Rando though, so it won't matter.
Aw, that kind of blows. But I'll still root for you, buddy. Let's do it.
Dang. Well, I feel like this is probably what should have happened. This is the outcome that should have happened, and I'm glad you're continuing on in the brackets, RoseCitySaint.
Thanks, you're too kind. I'm not super great at Max Rando all the time. I was sweating this one for sure.
Well, glad to have given you a little bit of cause for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For concern.
I'm just happy because this means in the brackets we could possibly see a rematch. And I know Chad is wanting to see a rematch too. So I'm happy because this is possible now because we have RCS in the brackets. Chroma, you were guaranteed in the brackets. It's going to be awesome because this is round 4 of the Swiss. Now you both are in and we're going to just have lots of battles going on in the brackets coming up soon. So this is going to be just awesome sauce and I can't wait to see them.
If you could guarantee that each matchup would be like a half-hour seed, then I would be all for like a best of 3 for every round. So you get a nice matchup, a nice sense of a few different situations. But like that's kind of what's cool about Max Rando also is just it's gonna be weird every time.
Yeah, just tell them you want Crystal to commentate, and I guarantee you'll probably get one of them early games. I mean,
yeah, as much as I hate Max Rando, it's the only way I've been able to win 2 weeklies in my whole career. So I gotta. With Max Rando is kind of the same feeling you had with Zelda 2 as a kid. You love and hate this game, and with Max Rando the same happens. It gives me the possibility to beat some giants like chromataclysm and RoseCitySaint.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. There's something to be said for that. Yeah.
Well, then that gives me hope. One day I'll get good, and then I'll try to take all of you on. But for now, that'll just be an easy win for you. Because my time.
Do it. We need more runners playing this game.
My time to finish will be like next week because I clown route. I'm a no logic Link to the Past runner. That doesn't transcribe well to Zelda 2. But I'll give it a try. I'll try my hardest to practice so I can enter into a competition. And I'll probably be eliminated immediately, but it'll be fun eliminations.
That's how I started. Was the last standard tournament? Just jumped right in, made a fool of myself for a little bit
against me,
and then practiced. but it's a fun game, and anyway, just thanks, guys. Thanks for everything. Congratulations, RTS.
Thank you.
We'll see you
Yeah, you
around.
too. Good game.
I'm gonna dip out.
Yeah, well, I'm sure
Yeah.
I'll see you.
Congratulations to the both of you on making the brackets. And we're so proud of both of you, and we're expecting to see some greatness. You guys are going to be awesome. I know it.
Well, I appreciate it very much. Thank you for the commentary and the restream and everything, and I'll see you all in the next one.
All right. Can't wait to see you in action, RCS.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Yeah.
All right, that's my cue to close things out. This was a pretty quick one, but it was still really fun to watch. Big thanks to both of our awesome comms, Krista and Victor. It's always nice to have you both here. And our tracker, Royale with Cheese, way faster than me. That was a good idea. Don't make me track. Oh, man.
You were doing tech stuff, so we appreciate you most of all, because you were bringing making everything happen.
And no one double duty's better than Star, though. She's a champ when it comes to that.
Yeah, and you rolled this amazing seed. This really entertaining.
Dude, I always roll some weird Z2R seed every time. It's like really short, but like something about it is scuffed. Every time.
Yeah, and I'm grateful enough because I had a fangirl moment. I got commentary with a runner I simply adore, so I'm just, still in Happy Town moment right now. Even though it was a short seed, it's all good.
Yeah, it's still a fun one. Since we did move on to the next stage, we don't have any current matches yet on the schedule for Z2R, but we do have the weekly fun race at 10 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. So if you guys are looking for more Zelda 2 Randomizer, that is where to go, And if anyone's interested in volunteering for that one, please let us know as well.
Oh, wait a second. You're forgetting one. The one that I'm hosting for all the Insomniac. 3 a.m. Saturday.
Oh, is it happening?
3 a.m.
Wow. Nice.
Yes, I'm staying awake to... Is it unlikely to get a restream? Oh.
I'll restream it if we need it. But it's not currently on the schedule, but we'll get it on the schedule. No big deal.
Yeah, because I volunteered to do the commentary for it if you guys need me, because I am a part of the Insomniacs Society of America. So
yeah, we'll get that one going. And then for tomorrow, we've also got a Skyward Sword randomizer going on, a couple of OOT item randomizers. So feel free to keep an eye on ZSR stuff. In the meantime, I will go ahead and raid our main channel. They're doing a Link to the Past, No Major Glitches tournament. And I think last I heard, both runners are like 15 seconds apart. So seems like a good match.
No major glitches. Oh, that hurts me as a no logic runner.
Yeah, they're still pretty fun to watch. But yeah, thanks so much. We'll make sure to get that next match on the schedule, and I'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, thanks so much.
Take care, everybody, and good night.
Yeah, good night. Thank you, Crystal. It was a pleasure to commentate with you. Hope it happens again.
I hope so too.